The book of Psalms, Mapisarema 2 verse 4. I have a Bible today. It says, "The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them." Now, the context of this verse is not important today. What is important is, I think in the New King James Version, it says, "He who sits on the throne shall laugh." Guys, I do think that when I was planning my year, or when I was planning this year, like from last year September, when I got a job in London, and when I was planning this year, even when I was still at Deloitte, thinking, you know what, by August, I thought by now I would be out there living it up in London, going to London Bridge, London Eye, going to the restaurants, visiting Paris, going to Spain, going to Greece. I even had thought I would be in Greece for my birthday. I thought I would be in Santorini, but he who sits on the throne shall laugh. In today's video, we are going to talk about, am I going to London? I've been asked, are you going to London? And I just wanted to also just give you guys a rundown of my thought process. I know I don't owe anybody here an explanation, but this channel is an educative channel where we interact. I share with you my journey, and I hope that it helps you on your journey. So I'm just sharing this out of hoping that whatever I say here might help someone who is also in a dilemma of to London or not. Hello, my name is Rich Aunt. Do you see this makeup? Do you see this hair? Do you see this hair? Ha. My name is Rich Aunt Mochifamba. I am a chartered accountant working and living in Zimbabwe, and I make videos on this channel about careers, growing, and just sharing the lessons that I've learned in my life with all of you. If you're new here, welcome. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, like on this video, because that is what makes the algorithm pick this video and suggest it to other people like you. If you are returning as a viewer and you have not subscribed, please do the right thing. Nothing will make me happier. If you are a returning subscriber, I am very thankful for you. It's you who make this channel great. All 2,600, 2,800 of you. I don't know, by the time this video is, I don't know how many subscribers I will have. So that's why I'm just throwing around a figure. Today I have 2.6. Right, so in today's video we're going to talk about to London or not. Why did I want to go to London in the first place? I wanted to be in the biggest city that would expose me to be working on banks, or in the banking industry, or the financial services industry, in the financial hub of the world. Like if you're in finance, you are in London or you're in New York, then like you're in the hub of financial services. But so those are the countries those were the cities that were accessible to me. So I thought, because I wanted to go into banking, investment banking, I thought that if I was in London, that would increase my chances and make it better for me to come into investment banking opportunities, and just to be where the lights don't go off, in terms of finances and everything. That is when I still thought I wanted to be in investment banking. This was last year, and I think greater part of the beginning of this year. The other reason why I wanted to go to London was to get international exposure, to work on clients. Other than that, in Zim, Zim is a very peculiar economy. It's different from other economies, and sometimes you just want to work in an economy that is working, in an economy that is everything is okay, and see how do companies work, how do companies operate in economies where everything is good, and it's not, where companies are not firefighting. How do we run businesses in those sort of economies? That was the second reason. The third reason that I wanted to be in London was to travel Europe. As I said in my intro, I thought I would be in Barca. I thought for my birthday I would go to Greece. I thought I would get the access to go to Paris for Valentine's Day. I thought I could go to Spain, go to Barcelona. I thought I would go to all those destinations that you see. I thought I would go watch a football match live, although I don't care about football. I used to play football, but I thought I could be in a city that would allow me access, to go to watch Manchester, Arsenal, whatever. I thought I would have made it in life if I did that. I also wanted the money. So you see, with London salaries being around somewhere between 3 to 4 in terms of net US dollars, I thought I would be in the money and I would be able to save more for whatever goals that I have, financial goals, because I also have financial goals. So I thought if I was in that kind of environment, I would be able to save. This was my thought process. That's why I keep saying I thought. This was my thought process. You can have a different thought process. Please, thinking process, you can just comment below, but don't judge my thought process, because this is my thought process. I also wanted the fast life. I don't want to lie. London just seems so cool. Like, the lights don't go off. You get to be young. You get to do so many things. I think if there is a city where you can be while you're young and enjoy before you get exhausted and get old, I do feel it's London. So I felt like the energy of London was just calling me, like, come here, baby. Come here, baby. You're mine. I thought I wanted to go, to go party in Soho, stay in Canary Wharf. Is that how it's pronounced? I even have this Eastern Bab or Eastern location that I wanted to stay. I don't remember what it's called, because I wanted to stay there, because I thought I wanted to just be there, paint the city, town blue, green, whatever, and then retire from my life. These are the legit reasons that I wanted to go to London. However, the downsides of going to London that I could see was, one, I would be staying in Audit, because when you go to London, you're on a work visa and it's sponsored by a company, so you have to stay in that company no matter how you're finding that role, because you have the visa there. And I wasn't sure that if I was to go to London and spend time there, when I come back, of course the issue is not like I would be behind, because I have 4 years to waste from where I'm sitting. I have 4 years to just waste and do whatever I want. But I felt like if I left now, when the opportunities are looking for me, when I would come back from London, I would have to look for the opportunities, sort of. Yeah, so there's that. That one, I would have to stay in Audit, stay at that place, because there's no artisan work visa and it's sponsored. And then 2, the thing of opportunities having a time frame, and sometimes they disappear. I didn't really care much about it, but it was something that I considered. I also considered the fact that I would be lonely. I've always been ngwava, and going to school and just getting money out of the brand mode. But I've always been that person, and I've been able to monetize that brand. Not monetize it much, but I've been able to monetize it to a point where I can buy myself a glass of wine. I can buy my brother a glass of wine if he's broke and he doesn't have money. I can buy my friend a glass of wine if they're broke and I don't have money. Sometimes I lived way out of my means when I was in articles, but I managed to have, like, once in a while I could do those things, and I enjoyed it so much when I got to spoil my brother, when I got to spoil my friends, when I got to spoil myself, and would just chill, just enjoy life, enjoy money. And I thought, if I was going to be in London, I would be lonely. Of course, I don't struggle to find friends, but I struggle to be away from the people that I love, because when I'm away, it's sort of out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. So I thought if I go to London, I would just need like 6 months and then I would forget them. Or something like that. So they would never really got to enjoy me having access to money and the opportunities, and sometimes just the presence that I have here and the effect that it has on them, that would be lost if I was in such a city that is far, far away. That is why I didn't want to go also to the islands. The islands have such a time difference with Zim. I knew I would be out of touch with people and I'll be so miserable if I wasn't with them. I just like being with my people, doing things with them, and being away from them would hurt me so much. Whenever I would think about it, I would like cry whenever I thought about it. Then I also thought there was an upside to Zim. I want to travel Europe, but I haven't been to Great Zimbabwe. I haven't been to Vic Falls with my own money. I haven't been to Kariba. I haven't been to Vuma. I haven't stayed at the Leopard Rock. I haven't stayed. I haven't been to the Boma. I've been to the Vic Falls, but like with groups and stuff. I've not been there alone. I haven't had the Boma dinner. I haven't taken my family to Kariba and stuff like that. I haven't explored Zim, so there is an opportunity to just get this much satisfaction that I would get from going to Paris. Of course, Paris is not the same as, I don't know. So I've talked about enjoying family. I've talked about exploring Zim. I'm also going to not ignore this. I've been privileged enough to say that after qualifying, I got a job that pays me comfortably, that I can live here. Of course, it might not be London levels, but I mean, here also, if you consider Zim, the cost of living in Zim is way, way lower than London. I mean, rent in London is like £850, and that's like 1,000 something USD, and here in Zim, rent I'll probably pay just $250 in rent. So you see, even if it's not as much as London or whatever, I just think it makes me very comfortable, which then comes to the point of, am I giving up on Spain, Paris, working at a big four in London, the big city, and also working in banking? No, I'm not. However, I'm shelving London for now. I just wanted you guys to not question it, to just get it from me and just to follow through my thought process. I've discovered that what I wanted to do is probably around the lines of private equity. Why do some businesses get funding and some don't? What do investors look for? Who are the investors? Why this? Why that? Like finance, not purely just audit. And I also realized if you go to London, it's not obvious that you get a role in investment banking or in private equity. It's not obvious that you will be able to pivot your career towards that. So I myself, in consultation with my mentors and sitting down with myself and looking at what do I want to achieve in life, and then going to my mentors and say, this is what I want to do, these are the opportunities that are there, I decided that for now I am not going to London. I still question it every day. I know. I get, wherever I tell I'm not going to London, they say, are you sure you're trusting the country? You're trusting the economy? Baby, the economy is bad on everyone. I don't get to experience a different economy. I just think for me, staying is the thing that made sense. It might not be the same for you because probably you don't really have any family that you want to do this or you have been to Great Zimbabwe, you've been to Vic Falls, you've been to the Leopard Rock, or you couldn't get a job that offered you money that you felt you were comfortable with, or just the need for exposure for you. If you put it in the graph and on the weight and in the at the end of the day, like in the weight of things, it is so much higher for you. I think I can get as much exposure to greater roles, bigger roles here in Zim than I could in London. And so if the international exposure in terms of living out of Zim is something that I have to give up for now, for me to be able to get this experience and to also just add to the fiscus. Yes, that's it for now. So yeah, in so many words, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not going to London anymore. Sound off in the comment section. I think I'll also just be bringing in guests that are in London to just talk to us about the London experience. Just because I decided I'm not going now or I'm not going yet doesn't really mean I gave up on London experience. I'll probably go to experience London at some point in the future, just that point is not now. Okay, I'm going to end this video here before it gets too long. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching me ramble and rant about my failure to go to London and the foolishness I had in my head to think that I was going to London and the Lord laughing at me. He who sits on the throne shall laugh like. So you think you're coming in London in August? Interesting. We stand to see. You don't know the plans I have for you. So thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to just follow through my career. And also if you just want to, if these videos are of any use to you, please also just suggest, like, and also share them in your network so that people can watch these videos. My channel is monetized now, so I can also make a little bit of money out of it, but it's not really for money. YouTube doesn't pay in same. This is all just to help the next person make that decision. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.